Good evening and welcome to the 2020 DG Business Awards. I'm Lee Med. These awards should have taken place in March at Easterbrook Hall. 375 people in line to attend what was going to be the biggest night of business celebration this year. But none of us could have figured out how this year was going to pan out. And that's how we find ourselves here now, some 9 months later, on a Friday night on YouTube. Tonight, we're going to find out who is taking home one of these prestigious awards. Let's find out over the next 65 minutes who are the best and the brightest of Dumfries and Galloway's businesses. Welcome to the 2020 DG Business Awards in association with Cunningham Housing Association. A night like tonight wouldn't be possible without the support of our sponsors and supporters. Active Technology, Alpha Solway, Armstrong Watson, Developing the Young Workforce Dumfries and Galloway, Scottish Power Energy Networks, the Crichton Trust, and our headline sponsor, Cunningham Housing Association. We've got 12 awards to present tonight, so let's get underway. Our first award of the evening is for Outstanding Independent Retailer. Let's find out about the category and the finalists. Our first award of the evening is for Outstanding Independent Retailer. Any business from Dumfries and Galloway is able to enter this, provided they're not part of a national chain or franchise. Applicants have been asked to provide details of how the business has performed and what future projections are. They've explained to our judges the background to the business, the market it operates in, and the vision and research that was undertaken when the business was in development. Let's find out about our finalists. The Earth's Crust. It's an artisan bakery in Castle Douglas producing products that are tasty, good. Slowly fermented breads for outstanding flavour and texture, delicious cakes and pastries that are sold not just in their own cafe and shop, but across the region at farmers' markets. Their cakes and pastries are so good that people travel for miles around. There's also the ability to learn the secrets by yourself, as they've started training courses where you can become a master baker. Galloway Bridal. Much like the Earth's Crust, people travel far and wide to visit Galloway Bridal in Stranraer. Amanda McFern's business offers brides the choice of hundreds of designer wedding dresses at prices they can afford. Brides will be able to find dream dresses, buy them, and take them away. They also offer a range of bridesmaids' dresses, shoes, veils, and accessories. Galloway Bridal deliver professional service, total discretion, and incredible value. And since 2009, the Pied Piper has been the friendly local footwear store that meets the needs of local parents who are seeking something different when it comes to children's and young adult footwear. The stock leading brands from home and abroad, and the staff are all trained in shoe fitting by Start Right or Hush Puppies to ensure that the shoes they purchase are just right. Those are our finalists. The Outstanding Independent Retailer Award is supported by Dumfries and Galloway Life magazine. To find out who's won this award, let's cross to the editor, Andrea Thompson.
Thank you, Lee. Hello. All the finalists are truly deserving of taking home this award. They have the personal touch, they get to know their customers, and they make their customers feel special. The independent retail sector is undergoing a renaissance. About half of UK consumers shop with independent retailers every week, and just under a third of us use independent retailers every day. Each of these finalists lead the way in their sector, providing expert advice and one-to-one service. It's no wonder that they all have people traveling from miles around to shop with them. The winner of the Outstanding Independent Retail Award, supported by Dumfries and Galloway Life, is the Earth's Crust Bakery.
Our next award is presented in the category of Outstanding Customer Service. This award has been designed for businesses who can demonstrate excellence and achievement within their field of customer service. Finalists will demonstrate excellence through their customer service, customer care objectives, and strategy, business performance, customer care activities, staff development plans, and they'll be able to show how this has driven business growth. Let's see who our finalists in this category are. Annan-based Alpha Solway's customer service team are leading the way within their parent group. They're developing people, processes, as well as working with outside organisations to ensure that customer service is a prerequisite. Through these new processes, the average time taken to deal with a customer query has decreased by almost half. Genesis Occupational Health and Safety. Genesis believe that their clients' focus is their own business, and as such, everything Genesis do is to the benefit of their customer, finding ways to assist with goals and objectives while helping to cure business pressure points. Genesis know it's not about talking, it's also important to listen, because only by doing this can the Genesis team ensure that what they're offering is truly what the client wants. And finally, in this category, Stewart Care, who continue to demonstrate consistent commitment to the people of Dumfries and Galloway. Their care service has been recognised by the industry body with grade 5s and grade 6s of excellence from the Care Inspectorate, grade 6 being the highest grade possible. There's a consistent review process happening, and regular feedback is sought and acted upon immediately. Those are our finalists. So there we go, the finalists in the category of Outstanding Customer Service. Let's cross now to Easterbrook Hall, where we say hello, hopefully, fingers crossed, to the head of venues for the Crichton Trust, Fiona Rands. Hello, Fiona.
Hello, Lee.
How are you?
I'm very well. How are you?
I'm grand. I'm excited that this is all working as planned so far. So I can say that this is only the second award. So far so good. But you know, we're talking about things that are difficult to do. This is one of them just now. But you had a very, very difficult time. You were one of the judges for this category. How was it? How hard was it for yourself and other judges to pick the winner?
Well, I know I won't be the last person to say this, but it was one of the hardest judging panels that I've ever been involved in. 3 very different businesses, but it's their dedication to delivering excellent customer service each and every time that made the deliberation so difficult. So myself and the other judges involved had lots of notes and quite a bit of discussion before we decided that the winner of the award should be a business that is leading the way in what it does and developing best practice to ensure customer service continues to be the business's #1 priority. So the award goes to Alpha Solway.
Our next award is new for 2020. There are so many businesses and organisations that are involved in the tourism industry in the region, we felt it was only the right time that they be recognised with their own award. So, for the very first time ever at the DG Business Awards, we're going to name the Outstanding Tourism Business or Organisation. This award is sponsored by the Crichton Trust. Dumfries and Galloway has so much to attract visitors to our region. Beautiful countryside and a dark sky park, festivals for all and activities to keep the whole family entertained. To win this award, the winner will have put Dumfries and Galloway on the map for tourism or made a significant contribution to tourism within the region. The finalists are Dumfries and Galloway Arts Festival, the Galloway Activity Centre and Wigton Festival Company. Our first finalist last year celebrated its 40th anniversary, Dumfries and Galloway Arts Festival. In that time, it's brought world-class performing arts to every corner of the region. It attracts visitors from Ireland, the Highlands, the Central Belt, as well as Cumbria and Northumberland on a regular basis. Its economic benefit to the region has been recognised by the council as the Arts Festival is one of the council's signature events. Galloway Activity Centre was founded in 1988 as a family business and has continued to flourish for the past 3 decades. During that time, the business has grown and become a destination for families, schools, adventure seekers, and more recently, those wanting to go off-grid following the installation of eco-bothies and Mongolian yurts. Based on the shores of Loch Ken, it's also ideal for weddings and has become a destination for those seeking to tie the knot somewhere a little bit different. And Wigton Festival Company aspire to make the region a better place to be a reader and a writer, a place where literature can truly change lives. Wigton Festival Company operates a number of events, including Big Dog in Dumfries, as well as the flagship event, the Wigton Book Festival, which celebrated its 21st year in 2019, a year during which it attracted 29,000 people to 280 events over 10 days. Many people have said that Wigton Book Festival is the Hay of Scotland. Those are our finalists. Announce the Outstanding Tourism Business or Organisation sponsored by the Crichton Trust. Let's cross to the Chief Executive, Gwilym Gibbons. Hi, Gwilym.
Hello, Lee. How you doing?
I'm excited because this is the first time at the DG Business Awards we've had an award specifically for tourism business or organisation. I suppose in your role with the Trust and your background, you're ideally placed as a judge for this award. What was it like? What was the conversation like between yourself and the other judges? Because it was such a wide range of finalists.
Yeah, Lee, this is such a hard category to judge. And as you mentioned, they all attract different audiences. They all bring money into the local economy. And all 3 finalists bring something different to the region. And just go to highlight the amazing things that there are here to see and do in Dumfries and Galloway. They contribute bed nights for accommodation providers, and they have all evolved over the past few years. And it's that evolution that is so important. It's that evolution that has been exemplified by the winner of this award. So that said, the winner and the first ever recipient of the Outstanding Tourism Business or Organisation Award goes to Wigton Festival Company.
Our next award is one of the most popular ones when it comes to the number of entries. I'm talking about the Outstanding Family Business Awards sponsored by Armstrong Watson. The finalists in this category are the Boyd Group, Brown Brothers, Grierson and Graham, and Robinson Scotland. We asked the finalists a series of questions, including why they felt they should win this award. The Boyd Group said, everything we do as a company is about family. Our company and family values are incorporated into our logo, which stands for honesty and integrity. We employ only local people and use local Dumfries suppliers because we believe local is better. We train and develop our local workforce, and we are looking to develop our work family for the future with the creation of a new office space which will allow us to double our workforce and increase the number of apprentices that we employ. Boyd Group isn't a business, it is a family. Brown Brothers stated they deserve to win the award because year on year they have profitably grown the business to secure not only its own future but that of its employees, providing careers, not jobs, in an area that in 1993, when the family took over the site, was economically deprived and distressed. It was an area that experienced a high level of unemployment, whereas now all employees, including the family themselves, work together with the common goal of ensuring the continued success of the business, not only for themselves, but for their own families. Grierson and Graham admit the motor industry doesn't have a great reputation, but they are helping to change that. A trusted and respected family business for over 100 years, a family business that doesn't rest on its laurels, but instead keeps on evolving. A brand new showroom has been developed that allows them to give their customers an even better service and carry on motoring for another generation. And Robinson's Scotland say their family had taken the bold decision in response to external pressures. Their reaction to the decline in the agricultural market and their subsequent focus on an industrial construction area has enabled the sales turnover to maintain a steady increase throughout the past year. With this, it's allowed another opportunity to further develop the staff and the family as they remain committed to improving the skills and qualifications of the whole workforce, creating a content, motivated and qualified team. Those are our 4 finalists. So there we go, the shortlisted finalists for the Family Business Award sponsored by Armstrong Watson. Always one of the most popular awards when it comes to entries. To find out who is taking this title this year, let's cross to Armstrong Watson's Karen Ray. Hello, Karen.
Hello, Lee. How are you?
I'm grand. Excited to find out who is going to take home this award. It's always, as I mentioned before, one of the most hotly ones that's competed for. We've got lots and lots of entries in this year. Actually, I think more entries this year for the Family Business Award than any other year in my memory. And I suppose that goes down to show that there's a great number of family businesses here in Dumfries and Galloway. Why is it, Karen, if I can ask you, that family businesses continue to flourish here in the region?
Well, I think people in Dumfries and Galloway appreciate great customer service, which leads to customer and brand loyalty and a real willingness to work with that business time and time again. It's the simple touches and the overall customer experience that our local businesses in this area achieve really, really well. Some of our local businesses have built and continuously maintain really strong reputations and relationships with customers, which in turn generates more custom referrals and allows those businesses to expand, both in terms of new products or services to meet customer demand. But it also allows that provision of job security and development for their staff, and hopefully leading to more support within the local economy.
I suppose all the businesses that have shortlisted this evening really have the qualities that you mentioned there. How difficult was it for the judges to pick a winner? And I suppose ultimately, Karen, what I'm going to ask you is, who is taking home this award tonight?
Well, you're right, Lee. All of these finalists have shown what it truly means to be a successful family business. They have all grown and developed over time, and they will all show that they will continue to grow into the future. Now, one business has shown what it takes to be a truly remarkable family business, and that one has been motoring on for nearly 100 years. And the outstanding family business is Grierson & Graham Limited.
Our next two awards are sponsored by our headline sponsor, Cunningham Housing Association. Firstly, let's find out who's going to be named the Outstanding SME, Small or Medium Enterprise. To be eligible for this category, you must employ 25 employees or under. This award will highlight successful businesses in the region employing that number of staff. Finalists have been able to demonstrate a clearly defined strategy for developing and growing the business in terms of turnover, employment, innovative marketing, and communications. The winner will have demonstrated entrepreneurial characteristics with dynamic and measurable systems in place to monitor performance, financial controls, marketing, and sales growth. Our finalists are the Galloway Activity Centre, Genesis Occupational Health and Safety, Patterson ATV, and Robertson Gemini. The Galloway Activity Centre is one of the largest outdoor activity providers in Scotland, regularly welcoming 200 guests a day. That's quite some growth from the 15 a day when it all began back in 1989. A constant evolution since those humble beginnings means there's now something for everyone: sailing, climbing, and of course the wobbly water park. It's the ideal holiday destination with Mongolian yurts and luxury eco-bothies on site, and it's also a beautiful place where memories are made. Genesis Occupational Health and Safety offers occupational and environmental health and safety services to a variety of clients of varying sizes throughout the UK and Europe. 80% of the company's business is within Dumfries and Galloway. Launching in 2005 with just 2 employees, the business has grown and employs 16 from its new offices on the Crichton estate. Keeping you on all fours since 1947. That's what Patterson ATV have been doing. Now headed by the third generation of the family, Mark Patterson has grasped the opportunity to grow the business, expanding from the base in Dalbeattie to include a new location in Newton Stewart. This has meant the business has grown from 6 to 16 employees, and this growth has seen the business become the sole Polaris franchisee in the region. And Robertson Gemini, founded in February 1921. There have been a few challenges over the 99-year history of this company. The Dalbeattie-based company have been focusing on their future by working with Dumfries and Galloway College to develop their own modern apprenticeship scheme with Business Gateway, Scottish Enterprise, and the Royal Bank of Scotland. They've created a plan which has seen them refurbish their entire site, and they're very much looking forward to the future with plans to introduce electric vehicle checks. Congratulations to all our finalists.
Space. A big black thing with twinkly lights. This is the journey to build new homes, create new jobs, and make communities better places.
Hello, CHAI. Are we ready to start with the main event?
Hello, Captain. All systems are fully operational and prepared for the presentation.
Lieutenant Good,
Yes, Captain.
beam me down to the presentation stage.
Beaming you down. Hopefully.
What a way to make an entrance. Frank Sweeney, Chief Executive Officer of Cunningham Houses Association, Captain of the ship, if you would. Hello there, Frank. How are you?
Good evening, Lee. How are you? More to the point, are you lasting?
I'm lasting. It's going well. So far, so good. And I suppose you say I'm lasting because it's a drawn out process. The whole organisation of the Business Awards from start to finish. And of course, this year it's been even stranger. And I know when it came to the judging process for this category, it was quite a process as well. Massive number of entrants and an awful lot of conversation between the judges when it came to actually picking the shortlist and the winner, wasn't there?
I mean, you're right there, Lee. It was all these businesses are doing really amazing things. And all this came out as they gave us the presentations. Not one of these businesses has rested on their laurels, which is quite something. They have each looked at themselves and not only developed plans for their continued success of the business, but they've actually put them into action, which is more important. I'd really be amazed if we didn't see some of these businesses back at the next awards in some of the other categories. However, there can only be one winner, and after very, very much deliberation, the winner of the outstanding SME is Genesis Occupational Health and Safety. Very well done. Very well done.
Now let's find out who will be named the Large Business of the Year. Again, this category has been sponsored by Cunningham Housing Association, the headline sponsor of this year's DGBusiness Awards. Our finalists are Brown Brothers, Concrete Wall Panels, and ETB Technologies. Sanker-based Brown Brothers employ over 630 people on their staff, and they have plans to grow it even further. The brands that Brown Brothers trade under include Halls of Scotland, and one of the most well-known and trusted names in supermarkets and shops across the UK. In the face of competition, it's their focus, hard work, and willingness to have an involved workforce, as well as a dedication to serve customers, that's at the heart of the company's success. Concrete Wall Panels, CWP, has one clear vision: offer reliable and quality service to their customers. And they've done just that, surpassing those expectations of their customers. Over the past 12 months, they've built up their customer base significantly, gaining a large share of the market. They've introduced a range of precast products, entered into the industrial market, and won contracts to manufacture products for third parties. The team of 28 employees aim high and prove you can make a difference no matter the size of your business. And finally, in this category, Diabetes ETB has established itself as a global player within its field. They're one of the largest sellers of Dell parts in Europe and are continuing to grow and expand both their domestic and overseas customer base. Since 2001, ETB has grown from a company of 2 to one which currently employs 43. A truly worldwide business, in 2019, they sold to 76 different countries, while exporting accounts for 47% of their total sales. Our 3 finalists in the category of Outstanding Large Business. So Frank, a technology business, a food production business, and a manufacturing business. 3 hugely different ways of working. I suppose that highlights the amazing range of businesses that we have here in Dumfries and Galloway.
Indeed, Lee, and 3 amazing successful businesses in their own fields, all leaders in their industry and all putting Dumfries and Galloway on the business map, which is also very, very important. Brown Brothers have really helped to create something magical in Sanka, a true sense of community. CWP are a business which started out of necessity and has become a viable business in its own right. And ETB are a truly exporting powerhouse. However, again, there can only be one winner. And after much debate, the Outstanding Large Business Award goes to ETB. Congratulations, guys. Congratulations.
At SP Energy Networks, we work round the clock every day of the year to maintain and upgrade the electricity network that delivers power to 3.5 million customers in central and southern Scotland, Merseyside, Cheshire, North Wales and North Shropshire. However, much of the network was installed in the 1950s to 1970s and is approaching the end of its operational life. That's why we're investing heavily in new lines that will help ensure the reliability and availability of your supply is at the highest level. Our industry-leading approach to storm resilience ensures that the overhead lines are built with specifications matched to the expected weather conditions. This, complemented by tree cutting to remove trees within falling distance of the lines, will result in dramatic improvements in the network's capability to cope with extreme weather events. When we're working on these upgrades or carrying out essential maintenance, we may occasionally need to interrupt your power supply so that our engineers can work safely. We will, however, do everything we can to make sure that any interruption will be for as short a time as possible. Unless it's an emergency, we'll send you at least 5 days' notice of when we expect your power to go off and on to help you prepare for the interruption. We'll also provide you with the telephone number to call for advice. When working in your community, we'll make sure we keep you and your community fully informed and involved when our work may affect you. We'll do this in a number of ways, from newsletter updates to community drop-in sessions. We'll make sure we keep you informed. Our aim is to keep disruption to a minimum when carrying out these essential works, and we will work with you to do everything possible to make that happen. We try to make sure that our most vulnerable customers are given extra help during a power cut. To achieve this, we keep a priority services register. It's free to join. You can find out more by calling us on this number or by completing the online form on our website. That's www.spenergynetworks.co.uk.
Our finalists in this category are Botan Rubber Company, Pat Woman, and Quibity. Botan are on a mission to make wellies in Scotland again. There was a time that Scotland used to make some of the finest wellies in the world, but things changed. Design and manufacture moved to the Far East, and as things stand, no one is making wellies in the United Kingdom. Botan are looking to change that. They're changing the way we think about wellies and making them not just practical, but fashionable too. Botans have taken their first step. Their first batch, supported by crowdfunders, can be seen on happy feet all across the region. Dumfries and Galloway has its fair share of electricians, but not pat testers. And that's been good news for Pat Woman, the business that specialises in pat testing. It's found a queue of customers taking up its service, and there's never been a better time to be a pat tester, as more and more people buy electronic items online, and sometimes these items aren't always as safe as they should be. Pat Woman adds peace of mind and an extra layer of safety for all customers. And here we are. We find ourselves in an always on, always connected world. And one company has made a big splash in the Scottish IT space. That company is Quibity, one of the fastest growing ICT and intelligence space solution providers in the country. They're dedicated to delivering the best in IT and telecommunication solutions, wrapped with the very best in proactive support. A local business offering local support from and for local people. Quibity offer not just IT services, but a complete kit out and fit out service, and make the space you work in intelligent. They make your business more productive. Those are our 3 finalists in the Outstanding New Business category, sponsored by Scottish Power Energy Networks. So Dumfries and Galloway really is a hotbed for new business. That's been highlighted by the finalists we have this evening. Sponsoring this award is SP Energy Networks. So with that in mind, let's cross and say good evening to Kenny Bowie. Kenny, how are you?
I'm very well, Lee. How's yourself? You doing okay?
Doing good, doing good. Excited to see the businesses that we have. I mean, we know Dumfries and Galloway, a hotbed of new business talent, but what did the judges think of the bright sparks, if you pardon the pun, that we've got as the finalists for this category sponsored by SP Energy Networks?
Lee, all the judging panel were absolutely blown away by the finalists. I've been lucky enough to be involved as a judge for the last 3 business awards, and the calibre each time is getting higher. Each of these businesses brings something new to the region. All 3 finalists really delivered when it came to the presentation. They all answered every question we came up with without hesitation. Again, the diverse nature of the finalists, I think, just shows the great business minds that we have here in Dumfries and Galloway. Each of these businesses has a great and prosperous future, but after much debate, the judges decided the most promising new business is Quibity. Well done, Quibity.
The social enterprise sector is alive and flourishing here in Dumfries and Galloway, and our next award looks to celebrate the success of these organisations and businesses. The Outstanding Social Enterprise Award recognises the valued contribution that employees, volunteers and volunteer board members bring to their organisation or business. All the finalists have been able to demonstrate that they have gone that extra mile to support their service users, clients, volunteers, volunteer board members, as well as employees. Our finalists are Cunningham Housing Association, the Crichton Trust, and The Usual Place. Cunningham Housing Association operates in Ayrshire and Dumfries and Galloway, with 2,804 properties, 166 staff, and a turnover of £17.5 million. CHA is run by a 15-member voluntary board who ensure that their mission of being more than just a landlord is lived and breathed by the whole team. With 7 development sites here in Dumfries and Galloway, they are building in Gretna, Annan, Lockerbie, Sankar, Eastriggs and Dumfries, adding more than 500 new homes to the areas in over the next 3 years. The board continue to make sure that Cunningham really are making our communities better places. The Crichton Trust manage, operate and care for not just the Crichton estate, but a whole host of buildings of historic interest across the region. The board makes sure that the remit of developing the Crichton as a place where benefits the community as a whole is strongly adhered to. Their work has been seen right here on site, as the Crichton is the home to the creative, educational and recreational hub of the region. It's home to Easterbrook Hall, the Crichton Business Park, the Universities of Glasgow and the West of Scotland. And The Usual Place is an award-winning, not-for-profit, successful, inclusive social enterprise, which has improved the local area in Dumfries through the regeneration of an old building to very high standards. They provide a valued, fully accessible community asset and environment which delivers mainstream, externally assessed training to young people with learning disabilities, autism, sensory impairments, and other additional support needs. The 8 members of The Usual Place's board of directors are all volunteers who fully understand the need for good governance and oversight into organisations. Those are our finalists. To get the judges' comments and find out who will be named Outstanding Social Enterprise, let's cross to DG Chamber board member Fiona Fury. Good evening, Fiona.
Good evening, Lee. How are you?
I'm good. I'm excited. It's been a fantastic night and it's only going to get better. Now, when it came to this award, Fiona, the judges told me that this was by far the closest this category had been over the past 3 award cycles.
Absolutely, Lee, you're absolutely right. There were just points separating the finalists, and there was an awful lot of debate when it came to picking the winner for this award. The social enterprise sector is alive and flourishing here in Dumfries and Galloway, and if you look at the finalists, you can see truly how diverse this sector is. When it comes to the shortlist, Cunningham have landed in the region with a bang and are creating communities. They're developing new places for people to call home. And at every step, they're engaging with the areas they are moving into, ensuring that the whole area can reap the benefit of the investment. Crichton is so much more than what people think. Yes, there's Easterbrook and the church, but there's also the role they play as guardians and custodians of an amazing history and legacy, and how they protect that as they develop for the future. And last in this category, but certainly not least, The Usual Place makes such a difference to the lives of so many people across this region. The whole team there delivers on every level, from the day-to-day operations to the way they help shape national policy. The Usual Place isn't usual in what it does. It's an extraordinary place in regards to its impact. The judges said that this category had gotten harder to judge as the years have passed, and this year was the toughest yet. But after much deliberation, the outstanding social enterprise is the Crichton Trust.
Set up and supported by Scottish Government, Developing the Young Workforce Dumfries and Galloway works to address the issues of the region's future workforce and economic challenges. Based within Dumfries and Galloway Chamber of Commerce, the Developing the Young Workforce team works with businesses to identify their individual workforce requirements, both now and into the future, delivering various examples of work-ready projects which will allow young people to discover more about the businesses, the sectors, and the opportunities around them, bridging the gap between young people and business.
Our next award recognises an individual who has achieved some or all of the following: making a difference in the lives of young people by developing work skills. They've developed an approach, a creative approach, with schools, colleges, or other academic institutions or businesses to provide work placements, inspirational activities, or work skills. And they've built a sustained and flexible relationship with schools, colleges, and other academic institutions or businesses which support young people in their understanding of the workplace and builds their readiness for work. Which one of our finalists will be named the champion in developing the young workforce? Our first finalist, Sarah Britton from Brown Brothers. Sarah manages Brown Brothers SVQ Training Centre and is absolutely passionate about helping young people to develop. She first became an assessor in her own right because of her, in her own words, she gets a real buzz out of supporting people to get their award. She manages Brown Brothers Skills Development Scotland SVQ framework. She took full responsibility for creating this and the processes needed to allow the business to do this. She liaised with schools, colleges and SDS, SQA and the education authorities. Drew Easton works with Jazz P. Wilson. Drew has been engaged with developing the young workforce since the programme began back in 2015. He's championed and supported DYW teams and work-ready days at Jazz P. Wilson, participating in careers events, talks with schools and interactive activities at DYW events. He works tirelessly promoting and supporting all DYW D&G events throughout the region, but specifically in the Stewartry, where he's built up an excellent relationship through Jazz P. Wilson's and the secondary schools. Brian McCafferty from Brown Brothers. Brian was promoted to the role of Trainee Junior Sausage Manager in August 2018. His team consists of 8 employees and 1 team leader. The need for additional staff led to Brian recruiting, mentoring, and developing 2 new colleagues with additional support needs. As a result of the patience, the willingness to try different tactics, and Brian's humble opinion that everyone deserves a chance, and as a result, both young employees are flourishing and are valued members of the team and the wider business as a whole. And finally, in this category, Tracy McEwen from Tarf Valley. Tracy and Tarf Valley, although supporters of the DYW team, hadn't really meaningfully engaged with them until last year. Since then, the level of engagement has increased immeasurably, with an excellent work-ready programme being created to support the Tarf pre-apprenticeship programme, which is delivered in partnership with SRUC. When creating the Work Ready project, it included elements of employability skills, informal interviews and feedback for formal interview situation, which is required to be accepted onto the pre-apprenticeship programme. Great interest has been shown in this project, with schools valuing it across the region. Those are your finalists. The Dumfries and Galloway Individual Champion in Developing the Young Workforce Award recognises an individual who has made a difference in the lives of young people by developing their work skills, or developed a creative approach with schools, colleges, and other academic institutions or businesses to provide work placements, inspirational activities, or work skills. And as you've heard, our finalists have done just that. To find out more about the finalists and to find out who's going to take away this award, let's cross to DYW Dumfries and Galloway's Programme Director, Graham Galloway. Hello, Graham.
Hi, how are you, Lee?
I'm doing great, my friend. Great, very excited because I know this has been a very difficult and trying time for us all, but it's changed the way that DYW has engaged with everyone, hasn't it?
Yeah, we've very much tried to take our offering online as much as possible. We're still talking with businesses every day. We're still talking with schools every day. But a lot of our format now is virtual and online, and we're doing lots of filming with local businesses as we speak.
And of course, if you want to see some of those videos, it's very simple to do. Just search for Dumfries and Galloway Developing the Young Workforce through your search engine, and you'll be provided with all those videos and all those links. Now, Graham, I know, because we talk a lot, you're a man, much like myself, that loves a bit of cake, and there was a fair bit of coffee and cake consumed by the judges when it came to picking a winner for this award, wasn't there?
You're right, there's always lots of cake, Lee, always welcome. We had a great short list of 4 individuals who are, in our opinion, leading lights in their own business sectors, including the food and drink, engineering and agricultural sectors within Dumfries and Galloway. All these individuals are champions in developing young people, allowing them to reach their full potential within the workplace through apprenticeship opportunities and work placements. They work in partnership with ourselves, with education, with our local schools, their local communities, and provide opportunities for young people to experience the workplace and highlight career opportunities within their own business sectors. All 4 work really closely with the DYW team and all meet or exceed the criteria for this award. So it really was no easy matter in choosing the winner. Our winner, though, went above and beyond when a new foundation apprenticeship course was mooted in their industry, and they worked closely with the educational leads and developed an industry-leading modular learning programme for pupils in S5 and S6 across Dumfries and Galloway. The passion and commitment to their role is clear for all to see, and the judges believe that Sarah Britton from Brown's Food Group is a fitting award winner. Congratulations, Sarah.
The Outstanding Work Ready Project Award seeks to identify the project which has made the greatest impact on its target audience. Applicants must have worked with the Dumfries and Galloway DYW team during the calendar years 2018 or 19. Community Wind Power are reaching out to the first generation of workforce who have been born into this technology and industry. They have committed to working with as many young people as possible in order to harness and nurture the understanding of wind power. They aim to show young people that there are even more opportunities in the sector here in Dumfries and Galloway than they might have been aware of. Dumfries and Galloway Council's Employability and Skills team have developed a customised Workplace Skills Award. It provides flexible support for young people who need to develop the skills they need to move into sustained employment. This work-based qualification provides a framework to build employability skills and accredits the ability to apply those skills in the workplace, helping people become more work-ready. A truly groundbreaking partnership has been developed between DYW Dumfries and Galloway and Job Centre Plus. They've created a working template which is now being used across the country with other DYW and Job Centre Plus teams. Open Doors is not your usual recruitment event. Open Doors is only open to businesses or organisations that have actual vacancies on offer. So far, 3 events have taken place in the region and they've proven popular and are growing in reputation with more businesses attending and more people actually going into jobs. And SP Energy Networks are a great supporter of the Developing the Young Workforce team. They've been attending events and projects, but because of the nature of their business, they've been unable to host a work-ready day. However, the DYW team have created a bespoke work-ready project with SP Energy Networks, whereby the training facilities housed at Dumfries and Galloway College can be used to give youngsters a real environment to have a hands-on experience working in the energy sector. A day in the life of Spain has engaged a whole new audience who normally wouldn't know what was involved with the energy sector. Our second DYW award tonight is the Best Work Ready project. This will be given to the project which has made the biggest impact on businesses or young people. And this was, Graham, as we've already seen tonight, a diverse group of finalists.
Absolutely, and it just goes to show what a great range of businesses that operate in our region. They're absolutely fantastic. And the businesses and organisations that were shortlisted were varied in both their target audience, the scope of involvement with young people, and the outcomes that they achieved. And the judges felt that all were worthy of being shortlisted for the industry insight opportunities that they provided to young people, as well as help develop their work skills and experience. The winner, though, perhaps provided a broader base in which younger people can develop and build their employability skills and make them more work ready going forward. Opportunities were also developed for some of the more disadvantaged within our society. The winner works closely with local businesses, schools and training providers through developing nationally recognised pathways into different business sectors. Through the Workplace Skills Award, over 70 young people in our region have participated in and benefited from this scheme. I'm therefore delighted to announce that the Dumfries and Galloway Council Employability and Skills team are this year's Worthy Award winners.
Hello, my name is Stephen Binney. I'm Managing Director of Alpha Solway, who are based in Annan, Dumfriesshire. Alpha Solway is a manufacturer of personal protective equipment, PPE, specialising in hazard clothing for chemical contact applications and respiratory protective products. We are part of Globus Group, a family-owned PPE business, now headquartered in Manchester, that started in Lerwick over 25 years ago. The company is still registered there, and we retain significant ties with the Shetland Islands. Alpha's production facility in Annan employs around 50 people, producing mainly PVC clothing used in many applications across the petrochem, oil and gas and food sectors. Where we mainly supply customers in the UK and Europe, we also have a growing export business to the Middle East. Until recently, these products made up around 35% of our total business. Respirators for use in industrial and healthcare environments are the largest part of our business. For the last 20 years or so, we have worked closely with a handful of third-party manufacturers and partners in Southeast Asia, mainly Taiwan. Our expertise has been in the design and development of products that perform exceptionally well. We focus on making the wearer experience as comfortable as possible, whilst maintaining the highest level of face fit performance, ensuring people are kept safe in critical environments. Our premium ranges are held in very high regard by healthcare professionals for those reasons. Over the last 6 months, much has changed within our business. Due to the COVID pandemic, the shape of our market and our customer base has altered significantly. Healthcare has always been a major part of our business, but has now become by far the largest sector for us.
Believe it or not, this is our penultimate award of the evening. The Outstanding Young Entrepreneur, sponsored by Alpha Solway. The award seeks to identify the person who's shown outstanding achievement in their field. All applicants were aged 30 or younger at April the 1st, 2020, and they will clearly demonstrate their excellent career progression, leadership, and management. The outstanding young entrepreneur will have excellent potential to succeed in the longer term with a well-defined and innovative vision for the future. This category was open to anyone living or working in Dumfries and Galloway. Our finalists are Brandon Barrett. The 17-year-old entrepreneur has created a business concept building on his passion for magic, illusion, mind reading, and hypnotism. Whilst he was still at school, he would perform magic at events and parties. He also started to take subjects such as craft and design in addition to business to help him get an understanding of the concepts that he would need as he developed his business. He also studied online and took courses in stage management, hypnosis, psychology, and marketing. In 2019, Brandon booked, marketed, and performed his own sellout show at the Theatre Royal in Dumfries and secured a contract to perform the House of Illusion in Salou, Spain, a venue recognised as the premier magic and illusion venue in Southern Europe. He's also worked with international organisations such as Coca-Cola and the Odeon Cinema Group to deliver tailored entertainment solutions. Brandon also offers hypnotherapy services. Gemma Finlay is a childminder from Dumfries who runs her own facility known as Little Gems. It currently cares for 25 children aged between 6 months and 4 years. Gemma has a business degree and an SVQ in childcare. She started Little Gems in 2016 at the age of 25 and has successfully grown the business since then. It now employs 2 fully qualified practitioners due to the high demands for their service. Through hard work and Gemma's passion for childcare, she has established a reputable facility ensuring peace of mind for parents that their children are not only safely looked after, but their learning is enhanced. Gemma is committed to meeting the needs of working families by providing flexible hours and can tailor a package to best suit each individual child. Maeve Ricky. Maeve has been fascinated with makeup since she was little and has been experimenting with getting the look that she wanted since she was about 12 years old. She's entirely self-taught, although she does watch a lot of videos on Facebook and YouTube to get inspiration. In 2016, at the age of just 16, she set up her own business. She based herself in Edwin and Jessie's, where she gained an expanding client book of regulars. Maeve is so in demand, she already has weddings booked in for 2021. Maeve has undergone training in order to be able to offer more services and has now gone on to open Bella Glam Studios. These are our 3 finalists. Yet again, I am truly astounded at the range of businesses and business people that we have in the region. I'm sure all 3 of these young entrepreneurs will continue to grow and develop not only themselves, but their businesses into the future. But now, the question on everybody's lips is who will be named Outstanding Young Entrepreneur, sponsored by Alpha Solway. To find out, let's cross to Alpha Solway in Annan and say good evening to Kirsty Clark. Good evening, Kirsty.
Good evening, Lee.
How are you?
Not so bad, very excited.
It is an exciting time, isn't it? I suppose you were through earlier in the evening waiting that anticipation to find out whether or not you'd win. Now we have 3 finalists here. How tough was it to actually pick a winner for this one, Kirsty?
Lee, it was very tough, I can tell you that. When we were scoring the finalists, there was just points separating them. All of the 3 finalists were inspirational. Maeve and Brandon took things that they enjoyed doing as a hobby and have turned them into a viable business that has enviable reputations. Gemma has an incredibly successful childcare business where she employs and manages to manage the business while also being hands-on involved with the business. With young entrepreneurs like these, the region will be in good health for years to come, and I'm sure that these finalists will serve as inspiration for other young business people all over the region. But when all is said and done, there has to be a winner, and the Outstanding Young Entrepreneur, sponsored by Alpha Solway, is Gemma Finlay.
And now it's time for our final award of the evening. This award recognises an individual who's achieved some or all of the following: led a company or organisation through a difficult phase and came out on top, grown an organisation, whether it be by turnover, profit, market share or staff, enhanced the profile of the company on a local, national or even global basis, and through their leadership, the company has excelled in certain areas such as quality or service, and they have enhanced the reputation of Dumfries and Galloway. Who will be named the Outstanding Entrepreneur sponsored by Dumfries and Galloway Chamber of Commerce? Our finalists are Leslie Ann Johnson. Cancer changed her life. Being made redundant changed her life. Leslie Ann Johnson has fought back from both. She owns and operates LA Active 24/7 in Annan. She was made redundant 7 years ago and she purchased 6 sets of kettlebells, and the rest is history. She started to teach classes in Gretna, Lockerbie, Eastriggs and Dumfries, and a year later she moved into her first unit on the Silverlaw Industrial Estate before expanding again into larger premises and going on to create the fully equipped 24/7 gym in her current location. She also employs 4 staff and is looking to take on a further 2 apprentices. Amanda McFerrin has built up Galloway Bridal's excellent reputation over the past 8 years, going from a pop-up shop with sample sales to owning her own property in the centre of Stranraer. Starting out with just 1 supplier, Amanda now has 5 designers of her own, retailing both locally and nationally. Amanda's able to offer everything a bride could need. This growth has created work for a full-time and part-time seamstress, and while turnover has also risen significantly from £300 for the first ever sale to around £29,500 last year. And finally, John McGee. John has shown a can-do, will-do attitude during his time working in Dumfries and Galloway. Over the past few years, John has been about a bit, spending time at Dumfries and Galloway College, the Crichton, the NHS, and is now working with a range of businesses, including Queen of the South. John's drive and determination has led to the creation of New Rose, now the Easterbrook Spa and Bistro, the sale of Crichton Hall, which will soon be redeveloped into a 5-star hotel, and John managed to secure a £200 million inward investment package to regenerate the region. Those are our finalists. Announce the Outstanding Entrepreneur sponsored by DG Chamber. Let's cross to the home of our head judge, Tricia Hunter. Hello there, Tricia.
Hello, Lee. What a fantastic night you're having tonight.
It's been a fantastic night, Tricia. So again, tell us, who do you think is going to be taking home this trophy tonight?
Well, before I go any further, can I just take a moment to echo the comments of all the judges and say what a hard job it was to decide upon the winners of this year's awards, which we decided back in February when we had no idea of what everyone would face with COVID-19. So difficult. Each business is truly amazing. And it just shows the absolute quality and breadth of businesses that we have here in Dumfries and Galloway. The difficult decisions continued when it came to this award, the Outstanding Entrepreneur. You read out the criteria for this award just a moment ago, and every single one of the finalists in this category met and exceeded it. Each one of them have shown vision, drive, and determination, and a bit of perseverance, something we all need when running a business or organisation. Each of these finalists make the region a better place for them being involved in it. But as was said before, there can only be one winner, and this was a very difficult decision. And I know that is something that you've heard many judges say tonight, but it's so true. I've never been involved with awards judging as difficult as this year has been. The other judges and I took quite a bit of time over this one, but we all unanimously agreed that the Outstanding Entrepreneur Award, sponsored by Dumfries and Galloway Chamber, goes to John McGee.
There we go. That is it. What a night it has been. Thank you all for entering. Thank you all for watching. And again, thank you and congratulations to all our winners. This night couldn't have taken place without the support from our sponsors. So thank you once again to Active Technology, Alpha Solway, Armstrong Watson, Developing the Young Workforce Dumfries and Galloway, Scottish Power Energy Networks, the Crichton Trust, and our headline sponsor, Cunningham Housing Association. For more news of what's going on, more events taking place, please visit our website, that at www.dgchamber.co.uk. I've been Lee Med and look forward to seeing you again very soon.